With him running away, it wasn't really he was trying to run away to get away. It was more so because he cut his monitor off. So like in the video that we watched when he was talking to the judge, he said he cut his monitor off because he couldn't go to a funeral, or he.
Yeah, he did go to the funeral.
Yeah.
He was supposed to get off that weekend when the funeral was going on, but they didn't let him off for some reason. And then I'm at work, and then I get a call. My dad's like, he cut his monitor off. He's mad he couldn't go to the funeral, blah 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 blah. You know.
Mm-hmm. So it's like when I hear his logic for stuff, it's like reasonable. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to justify it or anything like that, but when I hear like you young at his age losing a friend and can't go to, you know what I'm saying, see his friend. Like it's one thing to not even be able to see your niggas, but then you can't, you know what I'm saying, see your friend in his final hours. It's kind of like, you know, fuck this monitor. That's what he was thinking, right? And so, but then it led to him running away because he don't want to be at the house because he don't want to get locked up. He's a smart kid in math, but he can't go to school because if he go to school, he gonna get picked up. So it's not that he's trying to avoid these things. It's more so he's not trying to go to jail.
Yeah, and you know what? When he ran away, and I called his phone, and I was texting him, and he didn't answer. So he wasn't answering, but then I was just texting him, and I wasn't even yelling at him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was just more so like, son, I love you, and just come home with me so I know you safe. Like, the monitor hookup, that's at my dad's house. Like, you know, that's like his dad. So, all that stuff, we didn't think with the police gonna be hooked up there. So, you know, so when he cut it, I just text him like, you know, son, just come home. I love you. Let's talk about it. Just come home where I know you safe. And on the third day, I was stressed out them 3 days. He called me. He was like, Mom, can you come get me? He sounded just like that. Mom, can you come get me? That's right. You know, 12 o'clock on the way. Bunny, nah, you.
Right. So, he was trying to be.
He been with me. He been with me.
He really right. He really a mama's boy. Yeah.
My job to protect him.
Right.
I don't need to get paid for that.
Right. So let's kind of talk about it just a little bit without saying anything incriminating about Lil Ronnie, but he was charged with shooting the baby. How does he end up in a situation like that? Like, what's the, you know, because I don't want to say how he ended up shooting the baby because he ain't, you know, guilty of that or something. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Let's just say, I guess, when he ran away sometime in the summer in the situation where others around and you the youngest, and it kind of get blamed on you, you know? So, and my son, you see him, he swear he a gangster, whatever he try to portray. So, of course, he thinking, like, I'm not snitching, you know what I mean? But, yeah, it wasn't his doing. He didn't actually, I shouldn't pay me. I know my son, he won't even hurt a fly. Like, you know.
Right. He seems like a sweet kid.
Yes, he's a mama boy. But I guess he, in another, like, something I don't understand yet. But I'm going to understand it in the end. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're going to get through it, whatever it is. You know?
Right.
So.
Okay, so we about to get into it, but before we get into it, let's kind of talk about kind of what kind of the world's seeing with the court proceedings. So, matter of fact, before then, it's like so much happened. You know what I'm saying? It's like he kind of rose quick. So, I first seen it. He getting posted by like Jay Prince's sons, like one of his sons.
Who is Jay Prince?
Jay Prince is like, you know, like one of the Godfathers of Texas, like the I don't even know how to describe him. Like he sounded like the Ghetto Boys. Jay Prince, Jazz Prince, and Junior, like they rap a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, rap a lot. But that's a big figure posting him. Then there were several other big figures. I'm just saying them because they next level big. But posting him and Lil Nate when they had their fight. Y'all remember when the fight went around? But then, it was like Lil Nate hopped in that hole.
Yeah.
On stop sick on 8. And then you got Lil Rodney and Lil Nate. That's a bad pair. That's a mean pair right there. She look. You don't like Lil Nate?
That's my baby.
I mean,
She just don't condone
right.
Right.
That's how it is.
Right.
I got enough to worry about my little. I don't care.
See, because a lot of people
about
think you're condoning this though. So this is good that you kind of clarifying.
it's gonna always be the outside looking in, and
Yeah.
then who cares? They ain't helping me pay none of them bills or take care of my son, so it really doesn't matter. Like,
That point.
and plus, I mean, my son's not the first black kid to be raised, by a single mom and think he want to be gangster. But since I'm really pressuring my son, really pressure, it's let's put them in the little, you know what I mean? 'Cause it's kind of weird to me a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm 28 and I have been a little pressure all my life to people, and then of course it's in my son to be pressure. Cause why are all these eyes on him? Why do so many grown people and other people wish on his downfall? A lot of people love him too, though. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. Okay, well, hey.
We into it.
Yeah. That point. So, well, right before then, the Kenny B situation happened, where he saw him at the mall. 12-year-old kid goes after him and tries to embarrass him. What happened? What's funny? Well, this is literally 11-year-old at the time.
Yeah, because he just turned 12 in September,
Yeah.
And it made me so sad. He went to jail like 4 days for his birthday. I got
And
him out
I seen it like a day
and
before.
I got him out of these Alexander McQueens and.
Oh, you had him ready.
Ready to,
He was ready to show out.
Yeah.
And
I didn't even get out of my bed that day.
Yeah. Did you get to take him back at least? Close?
Take him back for where that when he get out.
Yeah, he might not be able to fit the shoe size. Let me
I
go
got
on.
faith.
He's
Yes,
short.
he will.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yes, he will.
but so the Kenny B situation happens. Like, what's your reaction?
It was kind of weird to me for one, because like I say, I know it's codes and laws out here to be lived by in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really take none of that internet shit serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? A nigga like that, he a internet nigga. So I didn't even take it serious. When I seen it, honestly, I wasn't even frightened for him. Because for the one time, I'm really been seeing my uncles and brothers in the streets. So off top, if a person want to do something to somebody, why you need to pull your camera out and have incriminating evidence?
Right. I don't think he was trying to.
So when I seen it, it made me hot because of course
Yeah.
it's my son. You feel me? Like what? Somebody don't put your hands on him. Period. I don't care what he said, what he did, nothing. First of all, you're 21, you give. So that's like a girl saying something about me, and I'm real that mad about it on there. I'ma laugh at it. I ain't even taking it serious, but like I said, I didn't really even. I was mad.
We could say he was disrespectful though. Like
he was very disrespectful. He know what he was doing, but I don't believe that he meant no harm by it. You hear me? I don't believe he had
was just
his heart about
intimidating.
it. And it wasn't on his mind or none of that. You
Right.
feel me? That's why he pulled that camera out so he can get a little clout. Because who really didn't say Kenny B name in a while, except for recent after the little
blogger
Baby
situation?
Savage incident.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me?
Well, he been trying to fight us bloggers too.
Yeah, so nobody really had said him. So he saw he saw the perfect situation to get his name out there to ring a little bell for a little minute, you know. So.
And I didn't want to talk about him. That was not my intentions. Let me just state that, like, it was a situation that happened and it went viral, and he did post that on the internet. So, I felt it appropriate to ask.
But people know not to. He know not to play with my son. Cause in the end, that's why he just made it a joke at him. Cause he know behind Lil Rodney, he knew not to do.
So, but what I'm saying though, like, it's like Lil Rodney does do things that cause reactions. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said,
I know he don't try it.
When you said that, I said I know it's
he probably
street things and laws and codes to be gone by, but my son don't understand it yet.
Right.
He can't even concept it out. He's just 12, you know.
And so
I explain it to him all the time, but sometimes you gotta bump your head on your own to learn it. You know?
Right. And it's just my fear, like when it comes stuff like that, because I know he's still learning, but it's like. Sometimes like learning ain't gonna be an excuse if you put in a position where like wooty woo, this came with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you probably ain't know that by doing this or being here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's kind of, you know. But he
My
was
dad.
your dad,
His grandpa.
Pawpaw.
Yeah.
Okay, Pawpaw was at the
White papa.
White Pawpaw was at the he was at the hearing. So
Yeah.
where were you at? That's
I
what
was
people
at
are gonna
work.
ask.
She said, boy.
I was at work, and when my son first went to juvenile, like in the beginning of the year, I was there every meeting, and then one time I went to his meeting and I went to jail. And since then, I ain't even gonna lie, I went to jail and they shipped me way on a plane somewhere to go to jail, and I just
What
was
the
like,
fuck?
I'm sending my dad. Who better than put up the white folks than the white person? My dad, you got
makes
that.
sense, that
I'm
makes
not.
sense, that
I'm
makes
not
sense.
going to jail again. Right? He know he mom
Right.
don't come. He would know, but I'm right there. My dad right there. That's his dad. I'm
Right.
there, but I ain't there. You
That
know?
part.
I'm there in real life. So you know,
Right.
it's weird.
Well, according to Charleston White, you're not. So let's get into it.
He told me to come